All right, welcome. Good morning, everybody, to the Eden Prairie Center. We're running a little late, running behind. Welcome to Eden Prairie versus Stillwater Ponies for Game 2 of the Prairie Shootout here at Eden Prairie Center on Rink 3. Not ideal, everyone, as in the past we used to have 2 cameras running on Rink 3. Now we only have 1. And so we're going to have to do our best and work with what we got down at one end of the rink. So my eyes are kind of bad. So on the far end, you may not be able to see a whole lot. But nonetheless, we want to make sure that we get this down for official sake online and get it recorded. So we are underway here, starting a little bit late as the game before us finished late as well. Christian shot. Oh, it just went off the crossbar, knocked the net off. And we're going to reset down here low in the Stillwater zone. So on paper, this game looks to be pretty evenly matched. Stillwater last night beat Delano 10-1. And so they do have the ability to score for sure. So we'll see how they match up here against the Eagles on their home ice in Eden Prairie. Strube now all the way down. You'll be able to, hopefully I'll be able to explain what's going down on the far side. But the Ponies now drop it into the Eagles zone, down low, deep behind Asa, behind the bench. Rink puts some pressure on, charging after him over on the far side, keeping him bottled up. Nice Charlie, as he's playing nice aggressive hockey. And that creates the ability for Stillwater to not able to keep it in the zone. They bring it all the way back down and regroup. Now Stubbs off the bench. He's really working hard. He's really been a great surprise in addition to the team this year with his physical play, his aggressive play. Shot on goal, and Stillwater on the rebound gets their first against Asa. And so Eagles find themselves down, as they did last night, 1-0 here early in the first. Again, Stillwater wins the faceoff. They drop it down over on the far side. Against the half wall, they bring it back up around the net. It gets peeled away by Berg. Berg with 2 goals last night, also with his whole contingent entourage over in the stands. That was fun to see. He brings it back behind the net. He slings it back up to Unke. Unke with the shot. Oh, and a nice save by Stillwater. We anticipate the Stillwater goalie to be pretty strong, as the head coach for Stillwater, Alex Stalock, former goalie for Minnesota, as their head coach, has a son playing on the team. He's playing center today. And the Ponies still just drop it down on the near side corner. Berg again is able to peel it away. He's looking cross ice for Richards. Richards can't connect, and now Ponies come back up the ice again. Wenkus tries to push him wide of the dots, and the Ponies are able to keep it alive down on the Eden Prairie zone. He meets a bunch of Eagles, and the Eagles punch it up ice. Offsides waved off, and the Ponies sling around the back of the net. Christian there puts some pressure on. Ponies are able to keep it alive. And Rink picks it up at half ice. Curls around, looks, fans on the pass. Oh no, look out. Strube there to back him up, as one of the Ponies was eager to take that to the net. Ponies again get plugged into the wall by Strub. Like I said, he's always pretty small, but he can come out and deliver. He packs a big punch. Now Pravatsky, pressure behind the net, back up over to the far side. And the Eagles dump it back down again, deep behind the net. Pravatsky again on the pressure, follows the puck around the far side. Berg again pokes one loose. Off the bench, now Rink brings it up. He's coming towards us, looks around, looking for some options. Still got it behind the net. Berg now fights for it, shot save. Down low. By the Stillwater goalie. Sorry if you hear me sniffing, I'm lacking a tissue and I'm kind of alone down here, so I apologize. Got a little bit of a cold. And we're going to get an icing waved off. And the Eagles try to clear their zone. Berg over there fights for it. He just has such an advantage with his size that he can muscle through a lot of these folks. Pony's now driving to the net, gets it poked away. Oh, and we're looking for Berg, and he just went a little too far. And that's going to be an ice on the Eagles. As Sarazine was looking for Berg up ice and just led him a little far. So we got one game this morning, 9 o'clock start. I don't know if you haven't been outside, it's quite the blustery day, so make sure that you wrap yourself up in a scarf. Now Heller breaks one loose. He's got Sarazine with him. Heller tries to center it right into the stick of a Pony. And now Pony's back up ice again. Ooh, they're able to transition up ice pretty quickly. Rink now charges after it. Down behind the Eagles' net. He has two guys coming at him. Sends one out right in front of the net. Oh, nice pass by Wenkus. Wenkus to Stubbs. Stubbs shot, score! And Eden Prairie, Wenkus to Stubbs on the breakout. Great play, great puck movement by the Eagles, and they tie it up 1-1. About midway through the first. Another downside on this end of the rink is I can't see the board, so when the buzzer sounds, that's the end of it. I'm not able to keep you updated as much as I would like to. So as I was saying, we got a game this morning, 9 o'clock, and then a game this afternoon, again over on Rink 2 here, a little bit better angle for your viewing. On Rink 2 against the Delano Tigers. And then that'll conclude for the pool play, and then we'll see how the brackets line up. And if we go 3-0, we'll have a berth in the championship tomorrow. Again, Stubbs brings it up ice. He gets it whacked away by the Ponies. Now the Ponies bring it back up ice again. Crossover, tries to get it into the Eden Prairie zone, and they go offside. Here's the good news. I don't believe we have any regular season game outside of this tournament on Rink 3 here. So we will be, this will be hopefully our one and done time on Rink 3. Ponies now under pressure by the Eagles on the forecheck. Berg there stops it along the near side. Half wall, now he brings it back out. He's got Pravatsky sitting out in front. Pravatsky likes it. Shot by Leo, deflected wide left. Unke pinches in. He tries to rocket one in there, and he fans on it. And now the Ponies come away. Bounce it up ice. They stay off the wall. Eden Prairie tends to get on the wall a little bit too much. Shot deflected, out of play. So we've got Minnetonka and Edina. Matamidi. Shot, score. Ponies 2-1. We got Matamidi over in the other pool as well. So that pool definitely is stacked with some talent and players and teams. So, should we come away with a victory here and a one this afternoon, our challenge will be tomorrow for sure. Strub chases it down into the far side deep in the zone. Rink able to pick it up, banks it. Shot. Oh, one-timer. Look at this. His Stillwater team is for real. Dylan now brings it up. Shot deflected. Sorry, missed that. Back to the point to Rink. Rink pinches. Shot into the sea of red. And now he's able to try to pop it loose, keep it alive. And the puck trickles back down into the Eden Prairie zone. Strub has it. He's bringing it back up ice again. Ponies' progress intercepted and delayed. They get it back, regain possession, shot again, Asa save. Unke picks it up from behind his own net. Looking up ice. He doesn't have any option over there. Turns around, looks the other way. Richards tries to toe drag his way out. Put a little move on. He can't now. Stubbs brings it up from behind the Ponies' net. Back out to Unke at the point again. Shot deflected off a skate of a Stillwater player. Stillwater now, defenseman, has a lane. He gets blocked. Wenkus is going to get a penalty for that. As he was just trying to get out of the way. And so Eden Prairie will go on their first penalty kill of the game. And we'll see how they navigate this. Shot deflected off a bunch of different Stillwater players. Plinko into the puck winds up in the corner. Unke picks it up from behind the net. And we're going to get another penalty. Now this one on Stillwater, so that will negate the Stillwater power play, and we will have a period of 4-on-4 play here. With Christian at center, Rinkstrub in backfield, Pravatsky up front. Now the ice widens up quite a bit, 4-on-4. We get a lot more room. Rink from the red line. Brings it up, stops. Looks for some options. He's got 3 guys on him. Now Christian from behind the net curls around, puck's out in front. Rink fires one in there off the skate of a Pony. Strube picks it back up. It looks over Pravatsky's way, down on the near side. Ponies bring it back up across center ice. Strube picks it up again. He fires across ice over into the Ponies zone on the far side. And Ponies slap it back out. Rink picks it up just over the blue line. Rink now fires one back into the Pony zone, and we get an offside on Eden Prairie. That was not an offside. Now Eden Prairie tries to bring it up ice. Ponies there, stop the progress. Berg intercepts. Now he's got one-on-one. Use those long legs, Leo. Berg comes up, put a shot on, save. And the Ponies sling it back up. Now they go back up ice again. Unke there chops it. Back to Unke again. Unke up to Berg. Berg goes through one player, now chases it down into the Stillwater zone. Coming around, looking for the stuff. Oh, Heller was there in front in the slot. He couldn't connect on the stick. Now Strube fires one in there. Bouncer, look out. And Leo shaking up on the play. He's going to find his way off the ice. Eden Prairie full strength. Looked like he got a shot in the throat. And we'll have a face-off at center ice as both teams now back to full strength. Ponies win the face-off. Bushman for Stillwater. Tries to look up ice. He can't. Back to Stubbs. Stubbs fires one in there. And a save by Stillwater. Christian. Back to Unke. Well, horses now. Pop it up ice. Bank it up along the far side boards. Unke's there to pick it up. Curls around, looking back up ice again. Stubbs gives him a little bit of space. Unke now to the center. Fires one off. Look out for the shot. Score! Pravatsky with the score on the rebound from Stubbs. Like I said last night, if you're looking for Pravatsky, you can find him hanging around the net. That's where he is. And Eagles tie it back up 2-2. And well, we got a good game here on Rink 3 at Eden Prairie Center. Dillon again negotiates some traffic, trying to bring it back into the Pony zone. And the Ponies shove it down the ice. We're going to get an icing. And that's the end of the buzzer. The first period concludes. I find out when you find out here because I can't see the gosh darn clock. So that's the end of one. Tied up, all square, dose to dose. Good action-packed game. Good so far the first period. Good puck movement, good speed up and down the ice, good goaltending by both. We got a Saturday Classic in action. Stillwater historically had a pretty good hockey program. Last year, the high school team made it to the state championship finals, lost to Moorhead. in the finals, but Moorhead, solid team, obviously, led by the Cullens. But Stillwater got a nice, solid program. Had an early rise this morning, a long drive from Stillwater on the east side all the way out to the southwest suburbs here. So they had to get up bright and early. You know what, though? I find that it's not a big deal. The kids usually play pretty good in the morning. It's the parents that have the problem and don't like those early starts. Our Pee Wee AA team this morning had a game in Blaine at 7:30. So you can imagine the early morning wake-up call for that game. All right, so now the boys in white going to be moving away from us. Rink guarding the slot. Cersei now back up ice again. He's got Christian driving to the net. Backhand shot. Blocked and save, and now Ponies come back up the ice again. They look to the center. Strube there, blocks it, intercepts it, pushes it back up ice. Christian now again. Over on the far side. Takes it into the corner. He's getting attacked by two Ponies over there. Gets it out in front. And now Ponies able to bring it back up ice. Rink again. Great poke check by Rink. He swipes it away. Now looking for Leo up at the blue. And we're going to get an offside on Eden Prairie. Ponies now find a seam. He's got Unke there, chases in. Shot. Oh, almost a block. They were in position to get a rebound, just like Pravatsky had a couple minutes ago. There's a guy wide open behind the back door. Look out. Shot. Save. Asa. You can't tell where the puck is, but rest assured it's not behind him, so that's always a good sign. Ponies, quick off the faceoff, and quickly snatched away by Dean. Oh, look out, shot, save, oh, off the top crossbar, and out of play, and we're going to redo it right down in front of us here. Now we have a good view. Sitting right in front, and we're going to go to the other side as the ref says, let's face off over here. Shot from the point off of Leo. Leo lunges after the puck. And now Eden Prairie moves back up ice again. And we're going to get a hook on Stillwater. And so now Eagles find themselves on their first power play of the game. 0 for 3 yesterday against Rosemount. Christian back to the point. Wenkus bobbles it a little bit. He's able to hold it. Drives it back down deep behind the Stillwater net. Back to the point again. He just fires one in there. Christian tries to slap it in. He can't. Stubbs now picks it up along the near side wall in the Pony zone. Down to the corner. Christian fights for it. Back to the point again. Shot, score by Wenkus. And the Eagles on their power play go up 3-2 and 1-for-1 on the power play today. Something to be said about a defenseman that can fire it in there from a long ways and get something rolling. So now Eagles take the first lead of the game here, about a third of the way through the second period. Ponies now bring it back up ice again. Back to Rink. Rink, risky pass over to Strube. Strube now pushes it up to the center of the ice. Sarrazine chases it into the Stillwater zone. Stillwater able to pop it away and now try to move it back up ice again. Puck still loose down in the far or near side corner. Rink now fires a butterfly in wide left. Heller centers it out in front again. Strube tries to put a stick on it. Now Rink chases it down. He banks one up. Stillwater able to hold it. And no interference there. We're going to get an interference call. And shot save. And we're going to get a penalty on Kellen Strube. And now Stillwater going to get their turn on a power play to see if they can tie it back up again. Leo has to leave the face-off. He comes back. Kravatsky takes it from center. Shot and deflected off of Unke's stick out of play. Shot again, backhand. Kind of a flop shot over the side. You got to be careful with that. Wenkus now fires one down, clears the zone. Stillwater has to regroup. Here they come along the near side at center ice. Leo just pops it in. His stick prevents them from entering the zone. Here he comes again. And the puck slowly meanders into the Eden Prairie zone. Wenkus now tries to clear it off the shin pads of a pony. Ooh, there it is, backhand shot. Still loose down underneath by the net. Now we're playing soccer from Stalock. Unke. Puck comes back out to Wenkus again. Banking it over to Leo. Leo now turns up ice. And we're going to get a hook. No, looked like another interference call. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the play. Probably should do that if that's kind of my number one objective here, is to let you know what I see. But anyhow, now we have a 4-on-4 again. And Stillwater liking to nullify their power plays by getting a penalty of their own. Puck now back around behind the Stillwater net. Chip back out to Rink. Rink fires one in there, wide left. Activity behind the net. As Sarrazine grabs it, Rink again, fires it wide right. He's got it surrounded. And now, penalty over. Eden Prairie now back to full strength again. Christian. Back over to Rink. Rink looks, fires, shot, deflection off the pipe. Sarrazine now gets into it. Eagles now bring it back down low behind the net. He gets taken down. Puck over on the far side corner. They sling it down, and we're going to get an ice. Right off the face-off, puck comes dribbling back down into the Eden Prairie zone. Unke picks it up, backhands it over to Wenkus. Wenkus cross-ice pass, almost intercepted. Now Berg picks it up at center ice. He tries to go through 2-3 guys. Shot, and peeled away by a Pony. Unke now, surveying options. Circles around behind his net. Under some attack and pressure by Stillwater. Over to Wenkus. Wenkus, good play up to Berg. And Berg gets it popped away by a Pony. Shot, score. Stillwater, tied up game. Back to 3-3. Trois et trois. That is French. Ponies again, a little bit more of a spring in their step, in their hooves. Provatsky centers it, looking, nope, he sent it behind the net. And now puck over to the cross ice on the near side. Strube, nice, popped away. Rink gets tripped up. Eagles come in to support. They bring it from behind their net. Back over to Strube, try to bank it. Ponies hold. Dillon pops it away. Now he takes it up along the far side, cuts to the middle. He gets it popped away by a Pony. Eagles regain possession, coming around, but look behind the net. Shot and deflected by Stillwater. Back to the point. Rink fires a shot in there, deflected over the top of the net. Stillwater again. Fires it right into the helmet of one of their players. Deflected now. Rink brings it back up into the Stillwater zone. Drops it back. He was looking for Christian. Christian was exiting the ice. And Strube playing solid defense today. He bats it away and holds that wall. Seals that up. Berg now pops it up. He gets it poked away. He regains control. Second and third effort. Berg continues to battle down on the far side corner. That is actually in another time zone for us from up here. And now Ponies bring it back up just as quickly as they do. They get it popped away. Puck comes back out to center ice. Wenkus there peels it away. Over to Unke. Unke back up to Sarazine. Sarazine goes wide, protecting the puck. Tries to get out in front, nobody there. Leo had already been there. And now we got a guy, cross-ice pass, Unke. Able to get back, protected. Pad save, blocker save by Volk. And Unke flips it up to the corner to Heller. Heller up to Berg. And Berg just dumps it down deep into the Stillwater zone. Heller attacks. And able to get it peeled away. Heller now looking for someone out in front. Turns around, shot, stuff, and saved by Stillwater. Just occurred to me there is a post right in the middle of the net that we're viewing, which is probably not ideal. Now Ponies back on the march. Cross ice over. Rink not able to hold it. Shot goes wide of Asa. Now puck back over to Heller. Ponies able to keep it in. Christian pops it loose. Ponies now again. Fired shot. Asa off the glove. Whistle as Asa had it covered. No goal. Asa looked like he had a hard time seeing that. All right, indulge me for a second. I'm going to drop down one step here. There we go. Now over to the far side. Pony's still able to keep it alive, dump it down behind the net. Wenkus picks it up from behind Eden Prairie net. Oh, there's a guy right out in front, backhand. Oh, Unky there, able to get a stick on it. Now Stubbs chops it up. Stillwater pulls it away, shot. Another shot, saved by Volk. Another shot, saved by Volk. And Asa. They're able to protect the net and deny the go-ahead goal by Stillwater. Off the draw, back out to the point. Oh, high slot, just above the dot. Shot, save by Asa. Asa having a hard time grabbing onto the puck, giving up a lot of rebounds today. Unky picks it up in the slot. Now he also gets it popped away. Puck is loose. Pony shot, 5-hole. Goal. Stillwater retakes the lead. But just keep on fighting, guys. You're playing well. Keep moving. We knew this one was going to be pretty hard, a hard-fought match, pretty even matchup. It is turning out to be that. Shot from wide and off the stick of the Ponies goalie. Now Stillwater back up ice again. Rink picks it up. He fires it back up ice. They keep it alive. Now Strube back up ice. He's got a seam looking over far for Dahl. I'm sorry, for Heller. Eagles have gone a little cold here late in the second period. Got a slumber party going on right in front of the penalty box at center ice. Who's going to come away with it? Rink now chops it up into the center. Puck getting away from Stubbs. Over on the far side. Strube now picks it up on the far side. Up to Berg. Berg now driving forward. Shot, score! And Berg, just like that, ties it back up. 4-4. Quattro e quattro. Eagles grinding here, not giving up in the second. Richards up to Berg. Berg gets it peeled away. Oh, shot, center. Puck winds up going right into the Stillwater goalie. For a save. Asa getting called off. As Eden Prairie goes 6-on-5 there for the last couple seconds. And that's the end of 2. Tied up 4-4, just where we were at the end of 1. It just added 2 more each. Fun game here Saturday morning, Eden Prairie Center, Rink 3. The grind is real. How it ends, nobody knows. And then I got Dex over here, standing over in the corner on the far side, chirping at me different tips about what the team needs to do. I can't hear a word he's saying. I'm just nodding and smiling as he keeps yelling out, "Rinker, I need to do this." I'm like, well, you know what? I just work here. I can't help you out right now, Mr. Shavlik. But love his passion here to get up on a Saturday morning. A young buck like him, he could still be in bed at 10 a.m. after a hard night out into town. But instead, he chooses to be here watching squirts. Although I guess he had a Pee Wee AA game this morning, so he probably has already been up. Big impact into the Zamboni wall by Heller. Heller, a little bit of a crash test dummy. Not a dummy, though. Just a crash test mannequin. Shot saved by Asa. As now Eden Prairie coming back at us again on the offensive side. And we're going to get a penalty. On Dylan. So Eagles will go on a penalty kill here for 1:30 as we get the third period underway. Ponies now back over to the high point. Fired a shot in, deflected, look out in front. Puck is still flopping around, turns around, shot again, wide right. Back to the point again, over to the top. Got a lane, got a seam. He gets it deflected. Now Berg picks it up. Brings it across the red line, dumps it in. Deep into the Pony zone. Ponies now pick it back up. Berg puts a little bit of pressure on. They come around to the far side. Rink there, aggressive. Stops, keep going. Keep your play. Now backhands it back to Berg. Berg coming around, looking for options. Eagles are still shorthanded. Now Ponies circle back behind their net. Staylock again, brings it back up ice. Crosses over red line, blue line, back into the Eagle zone. Heading down the center. Takes it into the far corner. Now they come out again. Shot. Saved by Volk. Ponies able to hold it in their zone. Bouncing puck. Shot. And a save by Asa. Shot again high over the top of Asa. Ponies backhanded out. And they're unable to hold it. They're forced to regroup. Now Stubbs on the attack. As he comes in from behind the net. Back to Dylan. Dylan comes around the front. Oh, look out. And nobody there. Eagles back to full strength again. Backhand shot. Volk puts a glove on it. Unke now curls around behind his own net, reverses direction, Brings it back over, banks it up to Heller. Heller gets pushed off the puck. Now back to Wenkus. Wenkus sends it up, and we got an icing on the Eagles. Wenkus off the face-off, chops it over to the far side corner. Unky picks it up on the far side. He tries to sling it back the other way, onto the near side. Now he's trying to backhand it up. No Eagle within the vicinity there. Pony's able to keep it alive. And now Wenkus looking for Pravatsky at center ice. Pravatsky loses it. And a shot save by Asa. Strube now just tries to escort the puck up along the far side center ice. Dillon now on it, comes away with it. He gets attacked by a sea of red, and they pop the puck away from him. Now Pony's back up ice again. Shot in front, and another save by Asa as bodies go flying down in the Eden Prairie zone. Eagles now back on the march, try to send it up ice. They can't. It's intercepted by the Ponies. Now Ponies coming back up ice again. They get clawed at, coming back over to the high slot, backhand shot, and a score by Stillwater over the top right shoulder of Asa. Now we just got to keep doing what we've been doing before. Just keep grinding. Let's answer them right back. Unky pops it away over on the far side. Shot from way outside the circle. Now Heller brings it back up ice. He's got Richards at the center. Shot! Oh, and off the pipe. And the puck, the net comes off. And we're going to get a face-off. Down here, the near side dot. Strube fires one in there. Shot, score! And just like that, Eden Prairie answers for everything that Stillwater throws at them. They come right back and add one themselves, and now we're knotted up again at 5. Cinco. Eden Prairie just won't give up. And now Stillwater brings it back to up the middle. Strube pushes him wide. They chop it in behind the back of the Eden Prairie net. Rink puts a body on over in the corner. Now Leo brings it up, tries to bring it up along the far side. Gets it popped away by Stillwater. Stillwater now over on the near side, or the near side half wall. They bring it down, looking out, centering pass. High, it was about knee high, hard to get that one in. Pravatsky now comes out, puts his pressure on, back in the slot again. Stillwater slaps at it. Eagles able to come away. Pravatsky now racing up the ice. He's got 3 on him. He just dumps it down and chases as Eden Prairie gets a shift change. Pravatsky and Dillon charges into the boards, takes one away. Stillwater able to keep it alive at center ice. They fire one in there wide right. But Asa decides to Peter Pan for it down in the far goal. He could have let that one go, but he decided to lunge for it, get some action in. As we get deep into the third period here, tied up 5-5. Wenkus now ships it over to Sarazine. Sarazine back to Wenkus. Wenkus now got some room over on the far side. He brings it up on the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Shot. Deflecting. Rebound. And the Ponies able to recover, bring it back up ice. And they send it all the way down. Icing waved off. Unke chases it down and regroups behind his own net. He turns around one way, looks for the other. Bank shot, a little bit errant. Dillon able to pick it up. Now he brings it up to the near side. He curls to the front of the net. Puck is loose out in front. Pravatsky tries to put a stick on it. Unke there, picks up the rebound, fires one in there. Shot, look out. And Stillwater able to fall on it for a stoppage of play. Good action-packed entertainment here. Still knotted up in the third period at Rink 3 Eden Prairie Center. Prairie Shootout 2025. Guys, could you ask for anything better than this? Other than a better camera angle, I suppose. But this is a fun game. Strube now along the near side. He slings it back behind the net. Richards puts some pressure on, as does Stubbs. Ponies now on the march. Shot, score. And now Ponies find their way to 6. With a little over 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. Still plenty of time. Richards peels it away. We got too many guys right in the same spot. Backhand shot off Lear, the Stillwater goalie. Now Wenkus tries to push him wide, knock it off. Activity in front of the net. Asa down on the ground. Puck is still loose. The Eagles come away with it. Bounce it back up ice. Eagles. Oh, looking for Richards. Cross ice. He can't connect. Richards again fights for it down in the corner. He doesn't give up. And we're going to get a penalty on Crosby Richards. And so now down 6-5. Stillwater going to go on a power play with about 4.5 minutes left to go in the third period. And game number 2 of pool play here at Rink 3. Another shot deflected over the top of the net. Eagles, or Ponies, fire one in there behind the net. Leo just uses that big mass of his, brings it back up ice, gets it popped away by Stillwater. Oh, we're going to get another penalty on the Eagles. And now that's going to be a 5-on-3. Eagles find themselves in a hole here late in the third, as we have a 5-on-3 against Stillwater here, down by 1. Stillwater back to the point. They take their time, bring it over to the near side point, back to the far side. Back to the near side again, to the dot shot. Save. All right, what's the scenario?
Dylan keep press. He's got to get out of there.
Right. Exactly. Eagles still 5-on-3. Shot deflected by Rink. Rink now pops it up. He tries to clear it out of the zone. He can't. Now we're pulling a goalie, and we're going to get another penalty. So now Eagles still on a 5-on-3. Or defending a 5-on-3. They got Berg. Ponies back out front to the top. Sling one in there. Saved by Ace off the pads. Now Strube sends it up to Leo. Leo crosses the red line. Good play, Leo. Eagles now back to 4. They've cleared the 5-on-3. Mason now just slings it down ice as the Eagles get a shift change. Strube now pokes at it over on the far side. Puck meanders its way down behind the Eden Prairie net. Mason tried to pop it up, gets blocked by a pony. The time is now for Eden Prairie. Shot. And Eden Prairie hard to get a shot, score. And that might be all she wrote for the Eagles. As they go up by 2 on Eden Prairie. Scramble in front of the net. Another shot. Puck's out there still. Everybody's down on the ground. And now Stubbs picks it up. He's turned on the Jets. He's bringing it up across the red line. Blue line curls into a sea of red. And now Stillwater brings it back up ice. Centered it. They can't connect. And again, what are we going to get? And we're going to get another penalty on Eden Prairie for a hook. And that's not what you want to be doing late in the third period, getting those penalties and preventing yourself from actually adding some more goals here. Strube now brings it up, pulls it out the center of the ice. And we're going to get an offside on Stillwater. Sorry, my mic just fell off. 40 seconds left in the second game. Eagles down by 2. Asa comes off the ice. Pravatsky curls over onto the far side. Rink pops it into the high slot. Eagles now 6 on 5. Ponies bank it over to the far side. Leo tries to chase it and hold it. They can't. Eagles have to regroup at center ice. Now Strube brings it back in. Puts a shot up, deflected over the top. Eagles able to pry it away from behind the net. Pravatsky again. Strube puts a body on, kind of flinched as he did it. And now Rink peels it back. That's it. Game. Eagles go down 7-5 and an action-packed good game by both teams. Stillwater comes out ahead by 2. And so the Eagles now 1-1 in pool play. Stillwater 2-0. Stillwater has Rosemount this afternoon. And the Eagles have Delano. So now Rosemount needs to beat Stillwater. And the Eagles need to put some points up on the board against Delano this afternoon if we have a shot of making it to the championship. So that's it. Eagles fall to Stillwater. 7-5. We'll be back at it again from Rink 2 at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Until then, stay warm and